Okay, stop what you're doing because you need to learn how to make these amazing acrylic purses. So easy, so fun, perfect for the holidays. I was super inspired by Melanie from Kenny Collection, and I've been making all different versions, so I'll show you how to do this one today. So you're gonna grab these acrylic purses. You can find them on Amazon. And I'm gonna be using the Netflix and Chill from Peachy Olive today. And I have a discount code for you, so you can check that out. I'm also going to be using UV resin for this project, but you could also use a regular epoxy because it is a flat surface. I just am impatient and want to get this done with. So I'm going to take off the protective film on the front, take out the strap and close it. I'm also going to give it a good sand, which I forgot to film. And I'm going to tape off the sides just in case anything runs over the side. That way it'll not get all messy. So we're just going to tape all around the outside. And the backside has a protective film on it, and I'm just going to leave the protective film on the backside until I'm complete with the project, and that will just save you from having to clean the backside too. Once we prepped our surface, we're ready to glitter. I'm just going to be using paint for my adhesive. So I'm going to be putting red glitter on there. So I'm going to be using red paint. I'm just going to douse the whole thing in a solid coat and then go right into my glittering. You could use Mod Podge, you could use epoxy to put your glitter on, whatever is your application of choice. This is just easiest for me. So as soon as that is done, before it dries, I go right in with my glitter. And I'm using a chunky, so I'm going to want to, when I get done, just kind of push it down to flatten all those chunkies out so it'll be easier to put the UV resin on. So I'm just using my UV resin. Make sure that you are using your proper protective equipment, gloves, respirator, all that jazz, because yeah, we got to stay safe around here, okay? So I'm putting a generous amount on, and I just spread it with my finger. All the way around my project. So when it comes to curing this project, I just brought it outside for the sun to cure it, but you would need to use a lamp that doesn't have a base, or maybe a UV box to cure it if you're using UV resin, because it's big. Like the purse is like 3 or 4 inches like tall. After it's done curing, give it a good sand and repeat with another layer of whatever resin you choose to use, and then you're going to cure it again. I always tap mine with a torch just real quick to get the bubbles out, if there are any. So after it's done, I'm going to peel my tape off, clean it up with an X-Acto knife, and just make sure the edges, there's no leftover resin on there. Just an X-Acto knife will take off anything extra. Will you just look at that glitter? That is just some fabulous glitter right there. I mean, you could just have this be the final product if you want, but I'm extra. So let's add a little fine detail. I'm going to turn it into a Santa belly. So I got this fur. It's like gnome fur, and I just cut a little strip off, and I'm going to use E6000 to just make sure that it does not want to go anywhere. And you can, like, you know, give it a little, take it to the barber shop, give it a little trim-a-lim-dim. So actually, funny story that nobody asked for, but my mom got this Santa look just like this, like a Santa belly with fur purse from Betsy Johnson a few years ago, and she asked if I wanted one. And I said, no, I'm okay. And I think about that purse like every day. So I decided to make my own. So I'm so glad that I made this, because now I can just live my Santa belly dream. Thanks for joining me for this YouTube tutorial, and I hope that you like it and make your own version and tag me. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, all that jazz.